And so our continuing coverage of the coronavirus issue is here. We're joined again today by Councillor Dave Tucker. He's an East Riding of Yorkshire ward. Councillor, welcome back and hope you're all safe and well, sir.
I am indeed, John, and thank you very much for the invite.
Now, across the East Riding, there are lots of what are called community hubs being set up. There are 8 of them across the East Riding. You went to one of them yesterday and to receive some on-board training. What's that training all about? What can you do now that you couldn't do before the training?
Well, John, yes, you're quite right. I did attend the on-board training yesterday, and that was in Wiveransea, and the Wiveransea hub is going to cover most of Holderness. First of all, I'm going to give a massive, massive plug to Stuart Armstrong, the manager down there, because he put so much work in getting the sub off the ground. He's got videos ready. He's got the distribution set up. He's got the all the suppliers coming in, all sorted. He's got people working long days, making sure it's all ready to go. So what we had our training yesterday, there was health and safety training. There was training about how to keep yourself safe, basic advice about hand washing, about delivering, about your ID, about, if you have to maybe take a parcel of shopping to somebody in your village or a prescription, how to do it in a manner that will make sure that you're kept safe.
So there are a number of you who now have that training. Is the idea then that you now pass that training on to any volunteers that come along?
No. The idea is now the people have their training, and now what I believe Smile Foundation referred to as onboarded. So it means that we're now, we're registered, we've signed the paperwork to say that we've received our training, they've got our details. And as people, as you know, dial 01482393919, ask for help. If the hub then triage these calls down to them, they will say, right, we've got somebody in your locality. Can you take them this shopping because of stuff? Can you maybe take a prescription? Or it may be simple as, this person's been in isolation. Can you just give them a call? They've called in to say they're incredibly lonely. They just need to speak to somebody. And, you give up 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes of your time and just have a chat.
Does everybody who volunteers then through the BCAM website to actually support this this hub, do they have to go through the training that you went through yesterday?
Yes. The idea is that all volunteers that can have the training, who volunteered, will go in and have their training. Now, what I can assure you is I was very impressed yesterday. You go in, it's all about social distancing. It's all clearly marked out where you've got to stand. The gaps are more than 2 metres in fairness. The chairs you sit in to listen to the presentation are probably 3 metres apart. It's very much about health and safety and keeping people safe. You listen to the training. You get your official ID badge, because obviously we know a lot of scams out there, John. So it's about making sure that, you've got your badge, you've got your official tabard, which says that you're a volunteer. And the idea is that if you've got somebody in your locality who's struggling, and it may be for that delivery or maybe for that telephone call, the hub will explain to this person, expect Dave Tucker to come to your house with some shopping at 3 o'clock. And at 3 o'clock I turn up, so they're expecting me. They can see my ID. I know how to put the shopping on the doorstep. I know how to step back and keep myself and also the residents safe as well.
I guess for safeguarding reasons, people need to go through this training. But how long does it take to go through it then? Because presumably BCAM and everybody, if you want to volunteer, you need to register at BCAM. Then you've got to do some training before you even start.
You do, and it's basic. Right, the thing that struck me yesterday, and I have to again give another plug to Stuart Armstrong, because he's made it very, very simple, and he's made it very visual and very easy to understand. But there are some key messages in this training that you have. Because the last thing we want, John, is people leaving their own homes when the government is saying stay at home, and actually go out and put themselves and others at risk. So it's all about, the method of delivery, keeping yourself safe, keeping that distancing, hand hygiene, putting your gloves on, how to dispose of your gloves, and just basically sound health and safety advice. And also, you get your ID, and the hub know where these volunteers are. They know what you're doing. And, it's almost like a lone worker training, if you like.
So, close to us, we've got a hub in Withensea, there's one in Hornsea, there's one in Driffield. So, basically, those hubs are needing volunteers now.
They are indeed, and that's one of the things that I was quite surprised at yesterday. They need more. I mean, we know the coronavirus is coming to our area now. We've seen it develop in London. We've seen it, sadly, the death rate's going up daily. We're nowhere near the spike yet, or that's what the government are telling us. We need able-bodied people who are willing to give maybe half an hour a week or a couple of hours a week, who think they can really help, particularly in their own community, to step forward, go on to the www.becan.org, and Becan is spelled BEECAN, all in lowercase, and just register. The emphasis is support your own community. There are a lot of other groups out there that are doing a great work, but it's to complement them. And just make sure that we reach out to those that need help.
Thank you very much indeed, Councillor Dave Tucker. Stay safe, Dave, and we'll talk again soon.
Thank you very much.